Very good morning and welcome to News at 10 on Rajya Sabha Television. My name is Aishwarya Kapoor. Well, it's a crucial day for Samajwadi Party as the Election Commission is likely to decide on the fate of the cycle symbol today. That is our big focus. Also, we take a look at the big story coming in from Jammu and Kashmir, where the security forces have gunned down 3 terrorists in an encounter in Pahalgam. All the details on that and much more in this bulletin, starting with the headlines. 3 militants killed in an encounter in Pahalgam in Jammu and Kashmir. Huge cache of arms and ammunition recovered. Election Commission likely to give interim order on the fate of the Samajwadi Party symbol. Poll body likely to exercise the option of freezing the symbol ahead of polls. Former BJP MP Navjot Sidhu joins Congress. Congress says it will benefit from his entry. Sad BJP say that Sidhu will regret his decision. Donald Trump criticises Angela Merkel's open door policy on refugees, says she jeopardised the stability of Europe, calls it a catastrophic mistake. And India pull off a thrilling 3-wicket win over England in the first ODI in Pune. 200-run 5th-wicket partnership between Virat Kohli and Kedar Jadhav see India through. First up, a big story coming in from Jammu and Kashmir. Well, 3 militants were killed in an encounter with security forces this morning in Jammu and Kashmir's Anantnag district. Well, the encounter broke out last evening between the militants and security forces in South Kashmir's Pahalgam area of the district. Now, acting on specific intelligence inputs about the presence of unspecified number of militants, the forces were conducting the search operation. During this search operation, the hiding militants fired at them. Huge cache of arms and ammunition were recovered from them, including 3 AK-47 rifles. Well, the search operation has been called off. On to the other top story now. Well, an interim order on the dispute over the party symbol in the Samajwadi Party is likely today. Well, the 3-member Election Commission is likely to give its order after it heard both the sides on Friday. Well, the Election Commission may also exercise its option of freezing the symbol cycle. Well, the order today is likely as the process for the nomination of for the first phase of polling in Uttar Pradesh begins on Tuesday, that is tomorrow. Now, UP will vote in 7 phases. And the fight over the party symbol arose after the factions led by Akhilesh Yadav and Mulayam Singh Yadav approached the poll body, staking claim to it. Remember, the trigger was a party convention that was called by Ram Gopal Yadav, in which Akhilesh was made the party president and Mulayam was made the party patron. Now, Mulayam called this convention as illegal. Now, both the sides also filed signed affidavits of the legislators to prove majority before the Election Commission. The Mulayam faction has also claimed that the signatures on the affidavits which are presented by the Akhilesh faction were not genuine. News from the BJP's camp. Well, the BJP's Central Election Committee last night held a meeting to finalize its candidate for the Uttar Pradesh and Uttarakhand Assembly polls. Well, Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Party President Amit Shah, besides other CEC members, now attended this meeting. Well, the party is likely to announce candidates for a majority of 70 seats in Uttarakhand, which goes to polls on 14th of February, and for the seats in Uttar Pradesh. Another CEC meeting is also scheduled for Tuesday, that is tomorrow, in which the names of more candidates will be finalized. Remember, it held its first meeting on 11th of January, in which the candidates for Goa and Punjab polls were finalized. Now, in the run-up to the CEC meeting, Party President Amit Shah has been holding deliberations with the top party leaders from Uttar Pradesh to narrow down the differences over the likely party candidates and evolve a consensus. Now, in Uttar Pradesh, BJP has been out of power since 2002 and was a declining force till the Modi wave catapulted the party to an unprecedented success in 2014 Lok Sabha polls when it won 71 of the 80 seats. And Navjot Sidhu has formally joined the Congress party ahead of the assembly polls in Punjab. Now, he announced the decision after meeting Congress Vice President Rahul Gandhi on Sunday. Now, Sidhu, who was a Rajya Sabha MP from the BJP, tweeted this decision. He said, beginning of a new innings on the front foot, Punjab, Punjabiyat and every Punjabi must win, unquote. Now, Sidhu's wife Navjot already has joined the Congress. Well, the Congress, while welcoming Sidhu into its fold, said that they are certain that the party will immensely strengthen in Punjab with his entry. Meanwhile, the Shiromani Akali Dal said that Sidhu has betrayed the BJP. The BJP, on the other hand, said that Sidhu will regret his decision.
He isn't going to be an MLA. MLA होंगे हमारे अमृतसर ईस्ट उनको सीट मिल रही है.
सिद्धू चलो शुक्र है कोई गल नहीं.
When he was made a member of parliament, he had his government in the centre, he had his government in the state. It was a golden opportunity to serve the people. But I don't think his intention was ever to serve, which is why he ran away when the opportunity arose.
नवजोत जी ने, मैं समझता हूं कि अपने जीवन का सबसे गलत निर्णय लिया है. ये बाद में पछताएंगे, पर फिर भी उनका निर्णय अपना है और मुझे लगता है कि इससे वो सोच रहे हो कि वहां पर कांग्रेस मजबूत होगी. ऐसा नहीं है.
More news from Punjab, where the State Chief Minister Prakash Singh Badal has welcomed State Congress President Amarinder Singh's decision to contest from the Lambi Assembly constituency against him and expressed confidence that the people of Lambi will give him a fitting response. This comes after Amarinder Singh said that he had sought the Congress High Command's permission to fight the election from Lambi Assembly to ensure the total defeat of the Akali leadership in the state. Now, Shiromani Akali Dal President Sukhbir Singh Badal also challenged Singh to contest from Lambi seat against his father and Chief Minister Prakash Singh Badal and claimed that he will meet his arch rivals in the constituency. Now, Chief Minister Badal had filed his papers from his traditional bastion Lambi on Thursday. Now, he has represented the seat and won in 1997, 2002, 2007 as well as 2012.
मैंने पूछा अपने पार्टी को कि मुझे आप इजाजत दो, मैं बादल से लड़ना चाहता हूँ. लड़ूंगा जरूर. जिसने पंजाब का ये हाल बनाया उसको हराऊंगा मैं.
And BJP has accused the Manipur state government of playing the economic blockade to its advantage. Well, with just 20 days left for elections in the state of Manipur, now BJP election in charge of the state, Prakash Javadekar, has expressed confidence of winning elections. Remember, Manipur will elect a new 60-member state assembly in two-phased polls on 8th and 4th of March. Election in charge of the state, Prakash Javadekar claimed that the Congress state government is not doing enough to maintain law and order situation in the state.
The constitution says law and order is state subject. And therefore, center cannot do on its own when there is an elected government. Otherwise also people are throwing him out. But why people should wait and suffer 50 more days? If he can't use the security forces, if he can't remove the blockade, he should resign.
Javadekar demanded the resignation of Chief Minister Okram Singh for his failure to end the ongoing economic blockade which has affected availability of essential commodities. Javadekar also accused the state Chief Minister of not participating in the meeting called by the centre to resolve the crisis.
Because blockade suits CM's politics. CM's politics, Ibobi Singh's politics is divide and rule. He divides communities. He divides geographies. He divides everything and benefits from it.
United Naga Council has clamped a blockade on two main highways in Manipur since 1st of November to protest against the state government's decision to carve out 7 new districts. The UNC alleges that the decision was taken without consulting important stakeholders, the Naga community, to bifurcate the ancestral land of the Nagas. While the state government has maintained that division of districts has been done for administrative convenience, the centre has called the blockade illegal and has demanded that it should be lifted with immediate effect. Meanwhile, in New Delhi, top union ministers along with security officials reviewed the prevailing situation in the state. Home Minister Rajnath Singh, Defence Minister Manohar Parrikar, Army Chief General Bipin Rawat discussed ways to reopen the blocked highways during the hour-long meeting. This is Akhilesh Suman's report for Rajya Sabha TV from Manipur. News from Goa now. Well, the Congress party on Sunday announced the names of 7 candidates for the upcoming Goa Assembly elections, including the nominees for 2 constituencies which the NCP had demanded during the ongoing pre-poll alliance talks. The party announced candidates from Mapusa, Kalangut, St. Cruz, Kumbarjua, Maim, Vasco da Gama and Benalum seats. Well, the Congress had last week announced its first list of 27 candidates for the 40 seats assembly. Now, with this, the party has announced its candidates in 34 constituencies in all. Well, the All India Congress Committee General Secretary Digvijay Singh will arrive in Goa today and is likely to address a press conference tomorrow to announce the fate of an alliance with the Goa Forward and United Goans Party. And our correspondent Ravindra Singh Shiuran spoke to RSS rebel and regional language crusader Subhash Velinkar, who announced the formation of a new political party, Goa Suraksha Manch, last year. Now, Velinkar has claimed that the BJP will not retain power in the state because of its increasing unpopularity.
RSS से अलग होकर पार्टी बनाई है, किस तरीके का समर्थन आपको मिल रहा है?
अच्छा समर्थन है सभी और भारतीय जनता पार्टी की जो सरकार रही उसमें शीर्षस्थ नेता जो हैं वो संघ के स्वयंसेवक हैं, लेकिन उनसे जो कुछ बातें अपेक्षित थीं वो कर नहीं पाए हैं और बाकी भी प्रशासन में लोग भरपूर नाराज़ हैं भारतीय जनता पार्टी के प्रति और एंटी इनकम्बेंसी फैक्टर जो है वो सबसे ज़्यादा दिख रहा है। अभी मशीनरी जो संघ की है वो भारतीय जनता पार्टी के लिए कुछ भी करने के लिए तैयार है, ऐसा लगता है। सिद्धांत भी छोड़ सकते हैं, ऐसा लगता है।
अंग्रेजी भाषा को यहाँ की सरकार जो है वो बढ़ावा देती है, पैसा देती है, ग्रांट देती है स्कूल के समय पे, तो आप उसका विरोध कर रहे हैं?
हाँ, अंग्रेजी का विरोध नहीं है ये प्राथमिक स्तर जो है, केवल प्राथमिक स्तर, पहली कक्षा से लेकर चौथी तक, इनको ग्रांट कहीं भी देश में नहीं मिलता और गोवा में ये मिल जाए ये ठीक नहीं है। गोवा देश की संस्कृति से अलग नहीं है, इसलिए गोवा में संस्कृति का बचाव भाषा के माध्यम से होना चाहिए।
बड़ा सिग्निफिकेंट नंबर है क्रिश्चियन पॉपुलेशन का या माइनॉरिटी पॉपुलेशन का, पुर्तगाल का एक बड़ा यहाँ पर असर आप देखते हैं, तो ऐसी स्थिति में आपको लगता नहीं है कि ये डिमांड ठीक नहीं है?
नहीं, ये डिमांड अभी तक 1990 साल से ये प्रैक्टिस चली आ रही थी कि ग्रांट सिर्फ भारतीय भाषाओं को दी जाएगी, अंग्रेजी को नहीं। लेकिन क्रिश्चियन अपीजमेंट करने के लिए अब मनोहर पर्रिकर ने ये सब कर दिया है। अंग्रेजी ग्रांट कांग्रेस गवर्नमेंट ने कर दिया और वचन दिया था जनता को कि सत्ता में आने के बाद अंग्रेजी ग्रांट बंद करेंगे, तो अंग्रेजी ग्रांट तो बंद होनी ही है। इसका धर्म से कोई मतलब नहीं है, क्रिश्चियन, हिंदू, मुस्लिम से कोई मतलब नहीं है।
आपने गोवा सुरक्षा मंच ने शिवसेना और महाराष्ट्रवादी गोमांतक पार्टी के साथ अलायंस किया है, तो आप लोगों को लगता है कि आप लोग अच्छी खासी परफॉर्मेंस इस चुनाव में दे पाएंगे?
एब्सोल्युटली, हमको पूरा विश्वास है, 200% विश्वास है कि ये अलायंस जो है उसका गवर्नमेंट आ जाएगा।
कसिनो है या करप्शन है या माइनिंग है, ये बड़े मुद्दे हैं, इन मुद्दों को आप किस तरीके से देखते हैं?
एब्सोल्युटली, इन मुद्दों को हम लिए आगे जाएंगे। हमारे लिए एकदम महत्वपूर्ण मुद्दे हैं ये भी। बेरोजगारी है, माइनिंग ऑपरेशन जो है गोवा के, जो पर्रिकर ने बंद किए थे, बाद में कोर्ट का समर्थन मिला उसको, लेकिन शुरुआत तो मनोहर जी पर्रिकर ने की, लेकिन उसके साथ जो लीगल नैतिक रूप से जो माइनिंग चल रही थी उसके भी आड़े ये सब कानून आ गया है, तो ये रिस्टोर करने के लिए भी भारतीय गोवा सुरक्षा मंच जो है प्रयास करेगा।
Well, a look at all the other election developments. Let's take a look in the election wrap. Well, the Uttar Pradesh BJP has registered a complaint against the Samajwadi Party's smartphone distribution scheme, saying that it amounts to violation of the Model Code of Conduct. The party has also demanded that the registration of beneficiaries for the scheme should be stopped immediately. Well, left parties have announced the list of candidates for the 105 assembly seats in Uttar Pradesh. It had ruled out any alliance with the Congress party. With assembly elections less than a month away, the Congress is facing revolt over ticket distribution in Punjab. Now, candidates contesting from the Jalandhar West, Jalandhar North and Shahkot have expressed disagreement over ticket distribution, and they may end up contesting the election as independent candidates. The Aam Aadmi Party has intensified its attack on the Congress and Shiromani Akali Dal in Punjab. Addressing an election rally in Ajnala district, AAP convener Arvind Kejriwal alleged that Punjab Congress chief Amarinder Singh and the ruling Badal family had ruined the border districts of the state by not paying heed to the genuine woes of the common man. The Election Commission has also ruled that the chief ministers and political appointees in the 5 poll-bound states cannot hear appeals filed by the people before statutory bodies till the election process is over, as their decisions can influence voters. On to some other news now. When the prices of fuel has been hiked, well, the price of petrol is up by 42 paise a litre and that of diesel by 1.03 rupees per litre. The revised rates will be effective from midnight. In a statement, the nation's biggest fuel retailer, Indian Oil Corporation, said that the current level of international product prices of petrol and diesel and the rupee-US dollar exchange rate warrants an increase in the selling price of petrol and diesel. It further said that it could continue to monitor the development and the movement of prices in the international oil market as well as the rupee-dollar exchange rate and revise prices accordingly. Well, after there is the revision, the new fuel prices will be as you can see on your television screens. Right now, we'll take a very short break. We'll be back with more news. Stay with us.
Hello and welcome to India's World.
I think through this white paper, China is conveying that it wants to change its policy towards India.
It's a bit of a smokescreen. China wants to project itself as a country with peaceful intentions.
If you see the Chinese press, India, together with the United States, does present for them a very strategic challenge.
Watch experts debate on China's white paper on Asia Pacific and India in India's World on Rajasthan television.
Harappan sites are a treasure trove of sophisticated pottery. These creations show tremendous advances by the potter's wheel. Creations like the perforated jar, the copper axe, the chisel and knives astound even present-day archaeologists. Figurines depicting yoga poses, chess pieces display a complexity unsurpassed even by later-day civilizations, all of which make the Harappan civilization truly unique.
Welcome back. Well, at least 6 people were killed and more than 15 others suffered grievous injuries on Sunday during a stampede that took place at the Gangasagar Mela in West Bengal's South 24 Parganas district. Well, the mishap occurred as the pilgrims got impatient due to a long queue at a jetty and tried to outdo others in boarding the vessel. Well, a few other people also fell unconscious while several people also became ill during the incident. Now, a search has been launched and the naval divers have been deployed to search for anyone who might have fallen into the river. Well, the Gangasagar Mela is rated as the second largest assembly of people after the quadrennial Kumbh Mela fair. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Narendra Modi expressed sadness over the loss of lives in the stampede and sanctioned 2 lakh rupees for the next of the kin of those dead and 50,000 rupees for those seriously injured. However, the state government has denied reports of any stampede at the fair. Well, as per the West Bengal government, all the 6 pilgrims who died there was due to natural reasons as they were old. The state government has also announced a compensation of 5 lakh rupees for the deceased.
Many people were sick at that time there. They were taken to hospital and out of that 20 or 25 people, 6 people died. These are all the natural death because out of old age and maybe of sickness they have died.
Now, update on the boat tragedy in Bihar, and the Chief Minister Nitish Kumar held a high-level meeting to review the boat tragedy that claimed 24 lives. Well, Kumar ordered a high-level probe into the incident. An FIR has also been filed against people running an entertainment park at Sabalpur and the boat operators for illegally ferrying passengers between Saran and Patna districts after the boat capsized, apparently due to overcrowding. Now, President Pranab Mukherjee condoled the loss of lives in his message to the governor of Bihar. He asked the authorities to provide all possible aid to the families of those killed and medical assistance to the injured. Vice President Mohammad Hamid Ansari also expressed condolences over the tragedy. Well, in a message, he prayed to give the bereaved families of the victims the strength and fortitude to withstand this immense loss. Well, Lok Sabha Speaker Sumitra Mahajan in her message said that she is pained to learn about the tragedy and she conveyed her condolences to the families. Well, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has also sanctioned 2 lakh rupees each to the next of the kin of those killed in the tragedy from the Prime Minister's National Relief Fund. He has also given 50,000 rupees each to those seriously injured in the tragedy. Well, Army Chief General Bipin Rawat has promised a tough position against terrorism and has warned Pakistan that any ceasefire violation on the line of control would be responded befittingly with force. Now, General Rawat, who took over as the head of the 12 lakh strong force 15 days back, was addressing officers and jawans at the parade ground in the national capital on the occasion of Army Day. He said that India wants a peace on the frontiers with Pakistan as well as China, but efforts to restore peace on the border must not be viewed as its weakness.
प्रॉक्सी वॉर को लगातार समर्थन दिए जाने के बावजूद हम लाइन ऑफ कंट्रोल पर शांति बनाए रखना चाहते हैं, परंतु किसी भी सीज फायर वायलेशन या उत्तेजित करने वाली घटनाओं का मुंहतोड़ जवाब देने से कभी भी नहीं हिचकिचाएंगे। मैं ये दोहराता हूं कि एलसी पर या बॉर्डर पर हम किसी भी एक्शन का मुंहतोड़ जवाब देंगे। हमारी पॉलिसी हमेशा तैयार रहकर किसी समय किसी भी जगह पर कार्रवाई करने की है। हमारी सीमा पर शांति बहाली की प्रक्रिया को कमजोर की नजरिया से नहीं देखा जाए। हम दोस्ती का हाथ बढ़ाना चाहते हैं, परंतु शांति को भंग करने वालों को हम अपनी शक्ति प्रदर्शन की चेतावनी भी देना चाहते हैं। मैंने देखा कि आप में उत्साह और गर्मजोशी है।
Rawat said that such acts lower the morale of those guarding the frontiers of the country. Well, his statements came after BSF's Tej Bahadur Jadhav posted a video on Facebook on bad food served at the LOC. Since then, several soldiers have put up videos on YouTube complaining about the problems that they are facing in the army.
हाल ही में हमारे कुछ साथी सोशल मीडिया का प्रयोग करके अपनी समस्याओं को मीडिया के समक्ष पेश कर रहे हैं। इसका असर उन वीर और बहादुर जवानों पर पड़ता है जो देश की सेवा में भारतीय सेना के गर्वित इतिहास के तहत सीमाओं पर तैनात हैं। उनको हमें प्रेरित करके उनकी हौसला अफजाई करना चाहिए।
Now a look at the events that are lined up for the day in the day ahead. Nepal Foreign Minister Prakash Sharat Mahat will arrive today in the national capital on a 2-day official visit. He will meet the Minister of State for External Affairs, General V.K. Singh, on Tuesday and later take part in the second edition of Raisina Dialogue. Well, this dialogue is India's flagship geopolitical conference that is held annually. Prime Minister-led 3-member panel will decide on the appointment of new CBI director today. Well, the post is lying vacant since the 2nd of December following Anil Sinha's retirement. Well, Rakesh Asthana is the present interim director of the agency. Well, the Delhi High Court will hear the plea seeking a status report from the Home Ministry over the BSF Jawan food video. Last week, the BSF Jawan had posted a video on social media where he alleged that the troops were served bad quality food and some had to go on an empty stomach. Later, he was transferred to another location. Time now for some international news. Well, US President-elect Donald Trump has heavily criticized German Chancellor Angela Merkel's open-door policy on refugees, saying that she jeopardized the stability of Europe. Well, in a joint interview published with the German tabloid newspaper Bild and British newspaper The Times of London, Trump called Merkel's decision on migrants as a catastrophic mistake. In 2015, about 9 lakh migrants, many coming from Syria, had entered Germany after Merkel's opened the country's doors. Well, Trump said that Germany got a clear impression of the consequences of that policy from the Berlin terror attack that killed 12 people in December.
I had great respect for her. I felt she was a great leader. I think she made one very catastrophic mistake, and that was taking all of these illegals, taking all of the people from wherever they come from, and nobody really knows where they come from. You'll find out.
Well, Donald Trump also praised Britain as smart for opting out of a European Union that he believes is dominated by Germany and on the brink of collapse. He also promised to draw up a trade deal with the UK quickly after Brexit. Well, this is in stark contrast to the warnings of Barack Obama during last year's referendum campaign that Britain would be at the back of queue for trade talks if it voted to leave the EU. Well, US President-elect also spoke about Russia, reiterating that he could do a deal with the country that would result in sanctions being lifted.
Countries want their own identity, and the UK wanted its own identity. But I do believe this: if they hadn't been forced to take in all of the refugees, so many, with all the problems that it entails, I think that you wouldn't have a Brexit. It probably could have worked out.
And now good news from the sporting world, where India pulled off an incredible 3-wicket win over England in the first one-day international of the 3-match series at Pune last night. Now put into bat, England posted 350 for 7, courtesy half-centuries by Joe Root, Jason Roy and Ben Stokes. Now Root top scored with 78 runs. Well, in reply, India got off to a poor start as they lost 4 wickets at the score of just 63 runs. But then a 200-run fifth wicket stand between skipper Virat Kohli and Kedar Jadhav, which came off just 147 balls, saw India through. Well, Kohli in his first match as a full-time India ODI captain made 122, while Jadhav scored 120. Well, Hardik Pandya also made a well-played 40 as India reached the target with 11 balls to spare. Jadhav was named the man of the match, and now the second one-day dare will be played on 19th of January in Qatar.
I think it was one of the best, calculative innings I've seen. Striking at 150 was outstanding. I mean, and all clean shots. He didn't slog the ball once. So brilliant. I mean, that's why we back him to play at 6. And I'm glad I was there out there with him.
Our batting effort, yes, it was good, but it still wasn't our best. When you score 350, you expect to play really well. I think that sort of summarises the conditions here. Pitch was really good, and the boundaries are pretty small.
And that's it from me and my team in this edition of news. Thanks for watching.